Good day once again. My name is Graphics. We're taking on this example of projectile that says that a ball is thrown with a speed of 12 meters per second. Now, the solution is that the speed of the ball, the initial speed of the ball, is given as what? 12 meters per second. Then at an angle of 60, my angle alpha is given as 60 degrees with the building, right? So as shown below, it strikes the ground 11.3 meters away from the foot of the building. So we have to determine what? The height of the building. So we're looking for what? The height. So the height is the same thing as saying S subscript Y, which is the distance at point A. Let me call this point my point A along Y axis, right? And that's what we're looking for. So we're going to look for things that are related to S, A to S, so distance, right? So recall, we have S AX, right, is equals to VO T, that is initial velocity times time, plus half AX T square. This is equation 1. Are we good? So similarly, my SAY will give me VOY, that is velocity, initial velocity along Y, plus half AY T square. So the AX is acceleration along the horizontal axis, the AY is acceleration along the vertical axis, right? So this is my equation 2. Now let's start from equation 1. We know that my SAS is the height. We have SAS equals to, we have the VOX. Now one thing you need to know is that at this point here, if I'm coming like this, my VOX here will be VO cos VO sine what? Sine alpha. Is that taken to be my VO sine alpha T plus my 1/2. My AX is given as what? 0. Remember, because along the S axis there is no gravitational force pulling it down. So our AX is equals to what? 0. You should know that. So in this case here now, my SAS is given as what? 11.3. That is the horizontal range. That is the SAS. So you can also call your SAS as what? Your range. That again, because the distance along X axis is called the range. So and the range is given as what? That is the distance of the foot of the building. So I will call that, let me add it to my parameter, that is SAS, or the range, which is equals to what? 11.3 meter. Are we good? So my VO initial velocity is 12 sine 60 T plus everything will become what? 0. So at this point here, my T, the T here, my 11.3 all over 12 sine 60 will give me what? T. Are we good? So the T will give me, let's see that. The T is going to give me 11.3 divided by what? Divided by 12 sine 60. So we're having 1.087 3 seconds. Are we good? So now if you look at this, I'm using VOX. Normally the reason why I'm using VO sine alpha is because of what? This force is inclined to what? The vertical. Assuming it is inclined to the horizontal here, it will not be VO sine alpha, it will be VO cos alpha. Are you getting me now? So now we proceed. Now we've gotten our T. Now to calculate for the height H or the XAY, substitute T equals to 1.0873 in equation 2. So my equation 2 is given as SAY or the height equals to VOY T plus 1/2 AY T squared. So my SAY we don't know, which is the H. The VOY, which is the vertical distance, would be VO cos alpha T, right? Plus, now look at this guy here, is acceleration. Now if you look at this, it's coming down, so it is favoring gravity, so it will be plus, it will be left in plus 1/2 GT squared, right? So my VO, which is 12 cos 60 times 1.0873 plus 9.81 times 1.0873 all square, because my T here is square, everything over what? Over 2. So my H here now will not be 12 cos 60. If you look at it very well, we have 12 cos 60 will be what? 6 into bracket 1.0873 plus 1.0873 all square, which is this, multiplied by 9.81 divided by 2 is giving me 5.7. we're having 5.799. so my H now will now give me 6 times 1.0873, and that will give me 6.524 plus 5.799. so my H here will now give me plus 5.799. so my answer will be 12.323 meters. So that is the height of the building. Thank you very much.